This is boring, but what I'm about to tell you will make you $5,000 per month as an editor in under 90 days. I can say this confidently because it's the exact 7 steps that took me to $5,000 per month editing for a YouTube channel with 5 million subscribers. And it works in any niche, even without a portfolio. Step 1 is learn how to edit. This part tends to feel overwhelming at times because everyone's throwing random tutorials at you, but I'm gonna cut through all the noise for you right now. You need to learn your editing software first, but this should take no longer than 2 days max, not 2 weeks, not a month, 2 days. Lock yourself in your room, pull up long form YouTube tutorials and play with the software. Premiere is the best even if you have a little bit of money. There's so many tutorials and it's really easy to learn. DaVinci Resolve, however, is free, but it is known to be a little bit more difficult to learn and there's a lot less tutorials out there. I personally use Premiere and After Effects. That's what makes me my money, and if you're serious about this, I suggest that you invest in Adobe. Again, this step should take no more than 2 to 3 days max. Now let's talk about the real skill that makes you money. Editing really isn't about the software. The software is just a means to an end. The most valuable thing that I can tell you is the real goal of editing is to make people feel something. And the problem is the large majority of editors nowadays only focus on animations and surface level effects, but they miss the entire point of great editing. They focus on effects instead of the fundamentals: emotion, storytelling, and rhythm. Every cut, effect, music, sound effect, and color grade should be conveying the emotion you want, tell the story you want to tell, and occur with a rhythm that supports the emotion and story. Write that statement down, draw it out, watch movies, do what you gotta do to truly grasp this concept, and you'll be a much better editor than 90% of the editors out there. But even though I just took a dookie on a lot of editors who only care about animations, I'll be honest, for most niches, animating is a pretty good skill to have and you should learn how to do it too. But even more specific than animations, you really need to know the skills that matter in the niche you want to edit for. For example, business coaches tend to like animations that make their complex information easy to understand. But for documentary style creators, you'll need to edit with a massive focus on storytelling, mystery, emotion, and other documentary styled effects. Ultimately, learn what your niche needs and get really good at it. Now, if you actually want to practice this starting today without client work, here's the action step. As dumb as this sounds, it will help you. Film yourself acting out emotions. Film yourself sad, happy, angry, scared, in love, and more. Then edit that footage to make the viewer feel what you're trying to convey. What music works, what effects, what pacing. You're practicing how to edit in a way that communicates emotion. That's the essence of our job as editors. Altogether, mastering these editing fundamentals and other specific skills should take you 1 to 3 weeks if you lock in and focus. Now let's say you're getting pretty good. You've learned the software and you know how to make people feel something with your edits. So how do you actually start getting paid? You start for free. Yes, free, but not just for anyone. You edit for someone whose content you know you can improve. Keep it simple. Don't overthink your offer. Your editing is the offer. No one's gonna hire you because of some clever sales pitch. They're hiring you because your work speaks for itself. Later on, once you've stacked more skills, you can then start offering more. But for now, it's about proving you can deliver. And when you make that offer, all you really need to say is who you help, what you help them achieve, and how you do it. For example, you could say, I help online coaches get more leads with story-driven edits that keep viewers watching. That simple. Step 3, outreach. There are only 3 ways to get clients: cold outreach, warm outreach, and organic content. The 4th is paid advertising, but as a freelancer, it's a waste of time and money, so we don't do this. Outreach is by far the most simple, quickest, it's free, and it works, but only if you do it right. So here's how we do it. First, find creators or businesses you know you can help. You want to look in places your ideal clients actually live. That means checking YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and even websites like ytjobs.com or joinroster.co. There are tons of opportunities showing creators actively looking for editors on these websites. And these sites can actually work really well, especially if you follow the specific outreach strategy I'm about to show you. But before we send any messages, we need to make sure each potential client meets 2 conditions. Number one, you're confident they can afford to pay you. For this, we have to make an educated guess most times based on their views online and seeing if they're selling anything. Number two, you're confident you can edit their content better. And after you figure this out, you gather their email or DM them on Twitter and Instagram. And whether it's a DM or an email, the first thing you want to do in your message is personalize it. Watch their videos, mention something specific. Then you can either re-edit one of their videos to make it significantly better. The keywords are significantly better, or record a quick video audit talking kindly about the ways you can improve their content. You can record this with something like Loom or OBS, but keep it short and specific and be kind with how you suggest improvement. Don't start making a video and start roasting them. Instead, just offer your help. Then at the end of the message, add a quick call to action to reply back if they're interested in a free trial edit. We want to continue to show our value because that's what gets us replies and that's what lands us clients. And you can follow this same strategy for sites like YT Jobs and Roster too. Find the creators off the websites and follow the same exact strategy we just outlined. And funny enough, this is exactly how my coaching client Asa landed his dream client, a chef creator with 670,000 followers on Instagram. He applied on Roster, then emailed outside of the site as well and backed it up with strong editing in his test edit. That's what works. He didn't need a special offer, he just let his editing do the talking. You can't talk your way out of shitty editing, so the best strategy is to keep it simple and be a great editor. But as far as how long this should take you, you want to be doing this for at least the first 4 hours in your day, but I suggest even doing it longer. And honestly, you should be doing this every single day until you land your first 2 to 3 clients. This phase can last anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks depending on how efficient and focused you are and how good of the editing that you're sending is. Step 4, get paid. Now, once you've got your foot in the door, you treat every trial edit like it's worth $100,000. Go above and beyond. You learn new skills if you have to. Blow them away, because if you do that, pitching your price becomes easy. And when pitching your price, there's a ton of things you can do, but I'll just tell you what's best and most simple. You don't charge per hour, you don't charge per minute, you charge per video. And you base your price primarily on the value you provide to the client. And to explain this, a 10-minute video for a channel with 10 million subscribers is worth way more than the same 10-minute video for a channel with 10,000 subscribers. Why? Because one brings them massive attention and income. That's a lot more valuable. Therefore, the person that's editing that becomes way more valuable too. That's why we price per video, and that's how I earn over $5,000 per month from just one creator with 5 million subscribers. Because what I do is extremely valuable to them and hard to replace. It brings them much more valuable results. This whole phase, crafting your offer, doing outreach, landing trial edits, and converting to paid work, should take around 1 to 5 weeks if you're consistent and focused. Step 5. Personal branding. This is how you go from chasing clients to attracting them. And the easiest way to start is by posting your work. Trial edits, client edits, anything that shows what you're capable of. Post them on Twitter and Instagram. Those are the 2 best platforms for editors right now. Don't just post clips, show before and afters, timeline breakdowns, or even recreate trending styles. These posts show off your skill in a way that actually grabs attention of potential clients. But if you want to take it even further, start creating your own content. You can build your content creation skills while directly speaking to your target market. If you want to edit for business coaches, post videos sharing insights on why their content isn't converting and how better editing can fix that. This step is an ongoing process, but in your first 2 to 3 weeks of working with clients, you should already be posting your work online. Think of it as stacking leverage while you work. You grow your audience, your brand, and your opportunities with little extra effort. To start, anytime you deliver a video to a client, turn it into a post, whether it's a before and after, showing the timeline, or even both. You're already doing the work, you might as well use it to grow. Step 6, convert to retainers. At this point, we've converted free clients into paid clients. We've begun posting all of our work online, and we're working on a per video basis with our current clients. Now we need to focus on exceeding expectations, delivering videos early, not on time, and making the quality better every single video. Then after 2 to 4 videos, maybe 2 to 4 weeks of work, you bring up the retainer. Say something like, "Hey, I'm happy you've been loving the video so far, and I really enjoy working with you. Would you want to continue this consistently every month? If things have genuinely been good, then you don't need to overthink this. A simple ask should work well in your favor. For pricing a retainer, I suggest pricing it slightly higher than your per video rate, and here's why. Most people are gonna tell you to bundle your videos into a retainer deal, but I'm gonna tell you why that's a mistake. When you sign a retainer with somebody, you're locked in and you're consistently always available to do a set number of videos per month. You're now in their workflow and they depend on you. They need you. They can't risk losing you or else their content will stop and their business income may drop as well. And that's the leverage that you have. That's increased value you provide. Therefore, don't see this as an opportunity to decrease your price and bundle it. All you're doing is devaluing your work. So getting to a retainer should happen within your first 3 to 4 weeks of working with a client if you're executing properly. Step 7 is evaluate and level up. By this point, you should be hitting $5,000 per month, maybe with one client, maybe 2, maybe 3. But if you're not there yet, that just means you need to repeat steps 1 through 6 until you are. Now, if you are fully booked up, working 40 plus hours a week, but still not making at least $5,000 a month, then you're underpaid. Simple as that. So in this situation, here's what to do. Go through each of your clients and ask yourself 2 things. How much time are they taking and how much are they paying you? Identify the clients who are paying you the least for your time. Then have a respectable conversation with them about increasing your rate to something more fair. If they won't budge, replace them. Find higher value clients who actually respect your time. Don't be afraid to walk away. There are plenty of opportunities out there. And the best way to make walking away easier is to already have new opportunities lined up. So before asking for that raise, go back through steps 1 through 6 and get new offers, build leverage, and come into that conversation knowing that you have options. So by now, if you're not at least making $5,000 per month by the end of this, repeat the process, raise prices, or replace low-paying clients. So, like I promised you, this has been boring, but this will make you $5,000 per month. And if you've watched all the way to this point, I have a surprise for you. This has been a lot of information to keep track of, so to make this easier for you, I put together a free checklist you can download in the description. It breaks down this entire 7-step plan so you can stay organized, take action, and actually hold yourself accountable as you work towards $5,000 a month. The link is in the description, so be sure to grab it before you forget.